Yeah, we on some NBA action.
Up next, the Jazz taking on the Spurs. For the Jazz, the stars have aligned, performing better than last season. You can feel the energy and excitement around this club as they continue their upward trend. Spurs, Jazz. Tip-off coming right up.
If I was a Jazz fan, like, I'm really disappointed in the team because they're legit just gonna tank. It's like, what? I can't stand that.
Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on
You'll notice some more changes.
Steve Smith and Greg Anthony.
This is the most indecisive I've been. But Rui is back on the Lakers.
Coming to a close soon, and for this season's crop of rookies, the journey has only just begun. A look now at the rookie race to see which new faces have hit the ground running and are leading the way in the Rookie of the Year hunt.
Jalen Green is still with us. There he is right there. But that guy, Devin Vassell. So this is a variant of the original plan. Because the original plan I had Tyler Hero and Vassell and Rui, I think.
A testament to his relative maturity.
The starters.
So this is to show the...
Those mini bees are just too many.
Sorry. We got Jose back. Ingram's on the Pelicans. Keeping Covington for now, but that might change. Trying to keep our salary realistic. And Dylan's going to back up Kelly at the 4. Because I didn't want to give up Brooks, so... really starting like Vassell's game, so.
For the Utah Jazz,
and there's 2 young players
is
for
out
the
there with
future.
Colin Sexton. Then it's Lowry Markkanen, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man position. And for the Spurs, we've got Devin Vassell. Collins is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Green.
Castle's
and
still
it's
on the
Murray in
Pelicans.
at the point guard. It has been a strange year for a few teams that thought they started a little stronger, Greg.
Yeah, what you see on paper coming into the season, that means very little
Bam.
until you're put to the test. But these teams have time to make adjustments in their schemes and personnel.
The San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Knocked away and stolen by Murray. Jumps up, and it's Murray with the jam.
This is what Murray gives you. Length and speed at both ends. That's a terrific play.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. 4-point game. Pass to Hendricks. Kessler with it. Got a piece of it. Passes to George.
Oh!
And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Here's Green.
No!
A rebound by the Jazz. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Oh, shoes.
The first of 3 games
yeah.
these 2 teams have played against one another this season.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, with him, I don't want Vassell. I mean...
First quarter, just over a minute played.
Nah, he's too short. Kelly's at least 6'8", 6'7".
Pass to Sexton. 5 on the clock. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They got a lot of young new talent.
By Sexton taking full advantage of that opening.
No.
Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Oubre, a screen on Sexton. And Green slams it in.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Oh! Oh!
Into the lane.
And one of Green's best assets, his leaping ability. He's a natural athlete, very explosive.
Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're
Oh!
win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face
Those are grown man points. Devin Vassell's been hitting those weights.
Nice angle on that replay with the 18
Damn.
slam cam.
That was dope. You're all aboard the Devin Vassell train. So we got 2 max skill extensions.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz.
Honestly.
Trailing here by 8. Here's Hendricks. Buries the long-range jumper. Hendricks has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what
Oh!
training to triple.
And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin.
Fuck.
Guard, and beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays. What impresses me about DeJounte Murray is how multi-dimensional he is. He does a little of everything.
And Steve, one thing you love about Murray, that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a love it. Terrific work in the open floor.
And Vassell actually has a nice fadeaway like Ingram, so kind of like Ingram light.
George passes to Hendricks.
So it's like having Ingram but not having it.
Parks it off the glass. Wow. To the inside. Here's Oubre. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And George gets it to go.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Vassell. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. 9-point game. Inside, here's Kessler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Murray the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
That's a good read by Murray. Not having to think about it, he just reacts.
Jazz trail by 9. Outside, George. Here's Kessler. Outside for George. And the 3 off target.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Green passes to Vassell.
Shit.
Oubre, right side. Offline with his 3.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
Here's the pass to Hendricks. Picked by Markkanen. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Williams is checked in for the Jazz.
And let's take a look now at the numbers for DeJounte Murray. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Here's Hendricks. The Jazz again can't hit it. Spurs leading by 11. Murray outside. And he finishes nicely on the way. And that's now 7 points for DeJounte Murray.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. And contact
Good
on
foul.
the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Right, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. Can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
And George drops them both.
Whoa.
Green against Sexton. Green kicks to Murray. And it's in there. Murray's got 9.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Murray against George.
No!
Count the basket.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now, Vassell, 6 points for him. Sexton with it. Great D that time from Oubre.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something.
Look at that.
Ah, damn.
Coming into the league, scouts saw Vassell as a 3-and-D guy, but he's a good playmaker also.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Collins. Green drives in. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Jazz trail by 15. We've got 1:28 left here in the opening quarter. And George kicks to Williams. Pass to Sexton. Clock at 4.
Oh!
With the block.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Shot clock at 2. Sexton for 3. Oubre pulls it in.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Lopez comes in for Collins. And it's Richardson in for Murray. Outside Williams. To the middle. Wants to get it to Eubanks and does.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Green taking his time here. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down hard.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
Now Here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Passes it to Williams. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. They double him with Green. There's the triple.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Oubre against Markkanen. Takes the three. And Kelly Oubre good for three. Oubre's got 9 points.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
We're at the end of the first quarter. What a blowout already in this one. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after this.
Ow! What a great first quarter. Oof. Oof. Ow! You don't want an apple, baby? Oh, man.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
So on the floor for Utah, Williams is out there with Markkanen. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. The feed now to Lopez. The rebound by the Jazz. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
For 3, Richardson. Banks grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Richardson the pass to Lopez. Three-pointer, Brooks. Eubanks grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mills can't hit. For San Antonio, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Richardson attacking. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
That's a beautiful move by Josh Richardson. And the defense blow by.
Mills, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Richardson outside. There's Lopez with the 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively. Discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
And Mills kicks to Markkanen. And he can't answer back.
Good job.
Corner offline. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Vassell knows where his bread is buttered. He said, I want to excel at the defensive end. When I was at Florida State, you're not going to play if you don't play defense. That stuck with me. You can't control makes and misses, but you can control what you do on the defensive end. Kevin?
Oh, David, I like that mentality. Good for him. Hey, thanks for that story. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Coaches say, GA, the league has a problem when it's punishing the retaliators and not the instigators. Do they have a point?
Kevin, I think so. For any scuffle, it's worth asking who started it. And that's what we do in life normally, right? Flying high and throwing it down. with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Spurs leading by 19 points. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Clarkson passes to Richardson. San Antonio again missing. Jazz trail by 16. Down low, sends the ball, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Phoenix. And George, here we go.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Brooks outside. Lopez a screen. Brooks the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 14. Pass to Markkanen. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Fournier is checked in for the Spurs. And Utah also making a switch. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Eubanks. Here's Hendricks. Brooks covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
San Antonio making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Sexton, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. A three-pointer is right on target. Sensabaugh got 5 points in the quarter.
And really, the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Josh Richardson being aggressive. This is what his teammates want, and they can feed off that emotion and intensity.
And here's George. 5 points in the game. Over Richardson. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And Smitty taking a look at John Collins here. A big man with considerable versatility.
He's a talented being for sure, Kevin. I'd like to see him become a little more consistent from the outside. If he's able to do this, he could be really dangerous.
San Antonio making a switch here. Green's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 15. And stolen by Fournier. In the corner, it's Richardson. Buries it from three-point range. Richardson's got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
George looking over the floor. Sexton against Green. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Oubre's checked in for Brooks. And both free throws good for Green. Steve, when you analyze Colin Sexton's game, what do you think his strengths are?
Well, Kevin, certainly it's his scoring, but he's also dependable at helping run the offense, too. He's what you call an effective combo guard.
Richardson dishes to Green. Oubre passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
A next-level athlete with great length. Collins throws it down with ease.
And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Sexton against Green. Here's Hendricks. Collins grabs the miss.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Hendricks. He's got 9. From deep, George. That shot off. Spurs leading by 22. Oubre, a screen on Williams. And Fournier kicks to Oubre. Back to Fournier. Collins trying to break free. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
And the Jazz call time here. A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Evan Fournier. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Richardson. And Utah with a change here too. Markkanen's checked in. Here's George. 5 points in the game. George double teamed. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. The Jazz with another miss. The Spurs have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Now here's Vassell.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Jazz shooting around 41% on the night. Now here is George. He's defended by Alvarado. Markkanen from outside. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
He's perfect from the line this time. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
George with the bounce pass. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And let's take a look at some numbers for John Collins. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter. And so George will bring it up for Utah. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Poked away. To the paint. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Over Green. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Markkanen.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Yes, that goes in. Green's got 16.
Putting his size to use. Green's got great length, and it helps him there inside.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs.
Damn.
Up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds.
Okay.
A huge
Killed.
lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Frank Vogel. Coach, the team finished the first half very strong. How did that happen?
Triggered by our defense. We talked about for days, get back to defending and so we can get out and run. And we finally got some stops.
That is your team's identity. Thanks for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the San Antonio Spurs. Okay, hold up. We have a major situation here in the studio. Someone took my notebook. Who has it?
Did you check everywhere, Ernie? Because I did not take it.
Don't look at me, Kenny. I didn't touch it.
Did you look under your desk?
Oh, what do you know? That's exactly where it is. Never mind. And now let's talk about our game at hand. What a first half for the Spurs.
The second unit is doing some serious damage. So many points coming from their bench. Huge advantage tonight.
Calling up the reserves. I'm telling you, the others have played like stars.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Always.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kelly Oubre out there with John Collins. And it's Green. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Alvarado in at the one. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs. Number 33.
Here's Markkanen. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Bang!
One more reason why they're in control.
You
I
see
love it.
Vassell's confidence growing at the heart. He is getting more comfortable out there.
Jazz shooting around 41% on the night. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Murray's
Feels
checked
good.
in
Finally
for the
feel good
Spurs.
about the team.
Covington.
Woohoo! Give me that.
In transition, here comes San Antonio. It's good. Collins has got 8 points.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Vassell adds so much to our defense, too.
George against Murray. And stolen by Murray. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Covington.
Oh, God.
Rebound by the Jazz.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And for an undrafted player, Smitty, Robert Covington has had an impressive career so far.
He has, Kevin. Robert Covington understands what's expected of him, which is to help provide leadership and solid defense.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Sexton's shot is good.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Vassell, the pass to Covington. To the middle. Bucket is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come
from downtown since halftime. And stolen by Murray. Beyond the arc. With the rebound.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Pretty solid from the stripe. Colin Sexton is not a guy you want to send there often if you're the opposing team.
Outside, George. And there's the pass to Kessler. Nice move. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Spins. Here's Murray. And finished off by Collins.
keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
From deep, George. Rebound, San Antonio. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And it's Vassell with the foul.
Shoot the ball, bro.
Second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Robert Covington. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
So it means Dylan's off the bench, but I mean, honestly, he does that sometimes anyway.
He has 5. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. George has got 7 points.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender? Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Jazz have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And George kicks to Sexton. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Quick attack by Sexton. The defense just wasn't ready for it.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, defense wins championships, but offense is winning over the league, with efficiency reaching new heights year by year. Now, different explanations exist, but one thing is clear. In an era of floor spacing, there are elite players, a lot of them, who are having a field day exploiting all that room to operate. Kevin?
Boy, they sure are, David. Well put. Thank you. The Spurs making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
And Sexton drops them both. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected, because the emotions can run rampant.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Spurs. Back to Clarkson. Lopez outside. San Antonio again missing. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Kessler. Pass to Hendricks. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here.
Oh, come on, man.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
Yo, it's emoji. Sleepy emoji, baby.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay
clean block
is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Williams, he's checked in for Markkanen. Free throw good. Sexton.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And he nails the third. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. To the inside. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Oh!
Outside, Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Clarkson finds Murray. Brooks outside. Back to Clarkson. Brooks feeling it out a bit. With the fadeaway. Hendricks pulls it in. For Utah, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. That one falls.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Clarkson against Sexton.
God damn.
Pass to Brooks. The 3. And the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Spurs. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just about 50%. Clarkson against Sexton. Plays it up off the glass. Sexton's got 18 points.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Come on, bro.
And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad it's not mine.
They'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, this is one
what
where
the
it
fuck?
would take a complete meltdown.
Did he even touch him?
Not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
It's his first trip to the line. A different look now for San Antonio. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Richardson in for DeJounte Murray. And both free throws good for Eubanks. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Richardson, good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The pass to Sexton. Unloads from 9, and he gets it to go. Sexton's got 18 points just in the second half.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
1:12 left in the third. Inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Sexton. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for the Jazz.
That free throw missing. John Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. Oubre comes in for Dylan Brooks. Eubanks, he's checked in for Utah. Mills comes in for Sexton. Taking a glance at Lauri Markkanen, Steve, a big man who possesses a lethal touch from way outside.
This is what makes him a perfect stretch forward, as well as an all-star caliber talent now. And you get the sense he still has room to grow.
Williams can't get it to go.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
And finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
Mills looking it over. To the right side. Three-pointer, Markkanen knocks down the three ball. Markkanen's got 10 points.
10 points for your $40 million player.
Oubre on the wing.
That ain't guarding Kelly.
Markkanen. From deep three-point territory. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's San Antonio with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Spurs. Taking a look at the Jazz. Drew Eubanks out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Mills. And it's Sensabaugh in at the two-guard.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Players we know get mic'd up now, Steve, so we can get some insight to their talking on the floor or on the bench. How would that have gone over in your day?
Well, you know, Kevin, we got mic'd up. I did not like it. You felt funny having just extra stuff that you had to carry around. But I love to hear the communication that goes on in the game now, sitting on this side.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Evan Fournier.
Yeah, easy call.
The first one falls.
Oh, hell.
That one misses. And San Antonio shooting so well. 6-12.
God damn.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Williams. Backs it out to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. Trains the three-pointer. Sensabaugh has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is what they like about Markkanen. He will make the next pass when the defense overplays him.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor,
Petty.
hitting them up.
Oh.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts.
Oh, you know what he did? Next level stuff from John Collins on the dunk. Firing his guys up.
Mills with it. He's picked up by Collins. Mills passes to Eubanks. Three-pointer. Shots good by Sensabaugh.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Green. He dishes it to Fournier. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for Williams. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Really?
We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Pass to Mills. Three-pointer. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green with the ball. Now defended by Markkanen.
And we've seen some great scorers come into the league, but Green looks elite, both the physical gifts and that fearless approach.
At the line for two.
Old free throws good from Green.
Impeccable from the line. Sits halftime.
There's the three. Murray dishes to Collins. And here's Green outside. There's a screen by Collins. And Jalen Green gets the three. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes it to Kessler. Will it go? Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
The offensive rebound. Murray, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just...
Woo! Season got some French fries. And an alien. Yeah, little squirrel. And a little panda. Raccoon. Panda? Raccoon?
Those are squashmallows, I think.
Is that a raccoon or a panda?
What?
Is that a raccoon?
Yeah, it's a
Raccoon.
Bash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Here's Mikhailuk. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
What? What?
Throw it away.
Throw it away?
It's trash.
Right.
Substitution on the floor.
Weird and quirky goods.
What?
Weird and quirky goods.
Mm.
That's the tagline.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sexton.
Oh, give me that.
So quick off the floor, Murray can afford to wait until the shooter commits.
Oubre, good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's George. Rebound San Antonio. Oubre's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matchups? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay 7.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now the pass to Vassell. Fires from deep. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line.
Let's see how his free throw is.
A lottery pick. Devin Vassell has turned into a big-time talent, someone who will be a force in this league for years to come.
And when you look at a player like Devin Vassell, his massive reach really stands out.
GA, a young man with a
Hey, he's 6'5". He's got like a
wingspan.
6'10".
Combine that with his quickness, Vassell has potential to be a really remarkable defender.
Hendricks can't get it to go.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Pass to Vassell. Clock at 6. Over George. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Hendricks.
Oh, hell no. Get out of here.
Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Markkanen passes to Sexton. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Here's Murray. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
When Murray gets on a roll, he is really something. What a night.
George passes to Kessler. And that one, good.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
That was nice.
And San Antonio has possession. Lopez from long range. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And the key for Lopez is playing strong. When he does this, he makes an impact on both ends.
And he makes all 3. Sexton with it. To the inside. Kessler. Lets the 3 fly. And Brook Lopez hits from deep.
And the range Lopez possesses makes him so dangerous. He's a big that you have to guard at that 3-point line.
Here's Markkanen. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Over the last few years, Markkanen has shot a high percentage on those corner threes.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting a superb 63% from the field. Here's Green. That's tipped.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down. It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, he'll head to the line for 2. And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
George against Murray. Sexton kicks to George. Passes it to Sexton. From outside, off the mark. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
It's blocked.
Damn.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. Markkanen's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Jazz. Here's Hendricks, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Green drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 27 points.
And scoring the ball has always seemed easy for Green. It's starting to show here in this game.
George passes to Kessler.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Green.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Brooks checked in for Oubre. And George drops them both. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. Fournier is checked in for the Spurs. And he makes both free throws. And the Spurs with possession. Collins, a screen on George. On the wing, Green. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Green's got 30 points.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Markkanen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Green.
Really?
Markkanen can do this. Play a little bully ball from time to time. Watch out.
And Markkanen drops them both. So it's the Spurs now. The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. And then Murray with the jam.
Taking no chances. They go on one
around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Hendricks passes to George. Down low. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks.
They call a foul on that? Wow.
Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. First one falls for him.
At the line for two.
That one misses, so he goes.
You had to miss that, bro.
And so it's
150.
Easily taking this one.
150.
Dominant showing in front of the crowd. That
damn.
Every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps.
For real, though, everyone was playing really well.
Was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Brooke, congrats on the win. The bench was huge tonight. How big were they?
You know, we have such a great starting unit, and I think our second unit gets overlooked a lot. You know, they come in, I honestly think they're better than a lot of the first units of the league.
Well, you all helped win the game tonight, Brooke. Congrats again. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
30 and 4 blocks. Man. Kelly with 20 and 7. 18, 7, and 9 and 5. Vassell with 18. That's some beautiful shots. Plus 29. Holy shit. But plus 57. Oh my gosh. Good grief. Plus 49. Take a picture of that. Holy crap. Damn, 15 by Brooke. We almost led by 50. We led by 48. Damn. Scored 150. Wow.